There is a precise microsecond in every conflict where you lose. It happens long before the argument is over, and often before you have even finished your first sentence. Picture the scene, because you have lived it 1,000 times. You are at a dinner party, or perhaps in a boardroom, or standing in the kitchen with your partner. The air is still. Then, a question cuts through the noise. It isn't a curiosity. It is an accusation wrapped in a question mark. Why did you handle it that way? Or, I thought you said you were going to fix this. The tone is subtle, but your body registers the threat immediately. Your heart rate climbs. The heat rises in your neck. A primal alarm bell rings in the base of your brain, signaling that your social standing is under siege. You feel an overwhelming, frantic biological urge to correct the record. You need them to understand. You need them to see your intent. So you open your mouth, you start to talk, you offer context, you give reasons, you pull up text messages or reference past conversations. You believe that if you just provide enough data, the other person will see the logic and the conflict will dissolve. But you are wrong. In that exact moment, you have not cleared your name. You have signed your own confession. You have signaled to everyone in the room that your status is lower than the person asking the question. This is the first law of power dynamics that polite society tries to hide from you. The one who reacts is the one who submits. By rushing to explain yourself, you have accepted the premise that you are the one on trial. You have accepted their authority to audit your behavior. You have accepted that your reality is invalid until they stamp it with their approval. You think you are fighting back, but you are actually begging. You are begging to be seen as good, competent, or worthy. And in the dark calculus of human nature, begging is repulsive. It triggers a predator response in the other person. They smell the blood in the water. They realize that they can control your emotional state simply by raising an eyebrow or asking a pointed question. You have handed them the remote control to your nervous system. We are going to dissect the anatomy of this submission. We are going to look at the psychology of the explanation reflex and why it is the single greatest leak of power in your life. Most people walk through the world with a deep, unexamined belief that they owe the world an explanation for their existence. They believe that transparency is a virtue and that context is the path to understanding. This is a lie that keeps you manageable. In the world of strategy, context is not clarification. Context is ammunition. Every word you speak in your own defense increases the surface area of the attack. Think of a fortress. A fortress with one gate is easy to defend. A fortress with 10 gates, 5 windows, and a back door is a nightmare to secure. When you explain you are punching holes in your own walls, you are giving the attacker new threads to pull. You say, I was late because the traffic was bad and my alarm didn't go off. You think you have provided a valid reason. The Machiavellian observer hears 2 new weaknesses. You are a victim of external circumstances, traffic, and you lack discipline, the alarm. You have given them 2 new distinct ways to disrespect you, all while trying to gain their respect. This dynamic plays out in the macro and the micro. Look at the public figures who fall from grace. The ones who survive a scandal are usually the ones who issue a short, cold statement or say nothing at all. The ones who are destroyed are the ones who go on talk shows to tell their side of the story. They weep, they plead, they overshare, and the public despises them for it. Why? Because we do not judge people by the truth of their words. We judge them by the stability of their frame. A king does not explain his decree to a peasant. A CEO does not justify his strategy to the intern. The hierarchy is communicated not by what is said, but by who feels the need to speak. When you defend yourself, you are voluntarily stepping down the ladder. You are saying, "I answer to you." This is why the innocent often look more guilty than the actual perpetrators. The innocent man is terrified of being misunderstood, so he rambles, he stutters, he provides too much detail. The guilty man, if he is a cold operator, says nothing. He holds the silence. And strangely, the silence looks like confidence. It looks like the truth. We must establish a new baseline for your interactions. We need to install a velvet line in your mind, a mantra that anchors you when the cortisol begins to spike. It is this: your silence is a fortress. Your explanation is the key you hand to the enemy. Memorize that. Feel the weight of it. When you are under pressure, your brain will scream at you to hand over the key. It will tell you that if you just explain, the tension will go away. That is your inner child speaking, the part of you that is terrified of abandonment. But you are not a child anymore, and the person questioning you is not your parent. They are a player on the board, and they are testing your defenses. If you hand them the key, they will enter your house and rearrange your furniture. They will twist your words, reinterpret your motives, and use your own context to hang you. The tragedy is that you are doing this to preserve the relationship. You explain because you care. You want to bridge the gap. But in power dynamics, the person who cares the least holds the most power. By overfunctioning, by doing all the work to explain and justify, you are signaling that you are more invested in the interaction than they are. You are chasing them. And human beings do not respect what chases them. They respect what stands its ground. You must understand that the explanation reflex is not a personality quirk. It is a biological betrayal. It is a survival mechanism from a time when being misunderstood meant being cast out of the tribe to die in the wilderness. But you are not in the wilderness. You are in a conference room. You are in a living room. The danger is not death. The danger is disrespect. And you are inviting that disrespect every time you open your mouth to say, "Let me explain. To stop this bleeding, we have to look at what is happening beneath the surface. We have to look at the invisible architecture of the conversation. You see a question and an answer. I see a trap and a victim. The trap is laid the moment the silence is broken by an accusation. The person asking the question has set a frame. I am the auditor. You are the one being audited. If you step into that frame, you lose. It doesn't matter how eloquent your defense is. The victory lies not in winning the argument, but in refusing the role of the defendant entirely. But to do that, you have to understand why you feel so compelled to take the stand in the first place. You have to understand the phantom courtroom that exists in your mind, where you are perpetually on trial, waiting for a verdict that will never come. The courtroom you are standing in does not exist. It is a hallucination, a phantom architecture built by your own psyche, yet you treat its walls as if they are made of stone. To understand why you are so easily manipulated into defending yourself, we must go back to the source code of your operating system. We have to look at the primal wound. Think back to when you were 5 years old. You are in the kitchen. A glass shatters on the floor. A parent, a teacher, a giant figure of authority looms over you and asks, "What did you do?" In that moment, your survival, your physical safety, your access to food, warmth, and love depended entirely on your ability to convince that giant that you were innocent. I didn't mean to. It slipped. It wasn't my fault. You learned deep in your developing brain that authority figures hold the power of judgment, and that your only tool to escape punishment is a good explanation. The problem is that you grew up, but your instincts did not. You are walking around a world of adults, a world of peers, yet you are still projecting that 50-foot-tall authority figure onto everyone you meet. You project it onto your boss. You project it onto your spouse. You even project it onto strangers in the comment section of a social media post. When someone challenges you, your subconscious mind does not see a flawed human being with their own insecurities and limited information. It sees the judge, it sees the parent, and you immediately revert to the role of the child. You shrink, your voice pitch rises slightly, you scramble to find the words that will make the daddy figure stop being angry. It is pathetic. It is understandable, but it is pathetic. And it is the primary reason you are not respected. Analyze the structure of a trial. Who has the power? Is it the person answering the questions or the person asking them? The person asking the questions is the one holding the frame. They determine the topic. They determine the pace. They determine when the interrogation is over. When you answer a question literally, you are validating their authority to ask it. If a colleague asks, "Why haven't you finished the report yet?" and you answer, "Well, I was waiting on data from marketing and my computer crashed," you have just confirmed the hierarchy. You have said, "You are right to audit me. Here is my evidence. Please accept it." You are looking for a verdict of not guilty. You want them to say, "Oh, I see. You are a good person. You are safe." But here is the brutal truth that Machiavelli would whisper in your ear. There is no verdict coming. The people attacking you, the manipulators, the toxic partners, the power-hungry colleagues, are not interested in justice. They are not judges looking for the truth. They are predators looking for a weakness. When you offer a defense, you are not proving your innocence. You are proving your insecurity. You are showing them exactly where your buttons are. You are showing them that your internal stability is dependent on their validation. And once a manipulator knows that you need their validation to feel safe, they own you. They can withhold that validation whenever they want, just to watch you dance. They can frown, and you will scramble. They can sigh, and you will apologize. You become a puppet, and your explanations are the strings. This is the validation trap. It is the false belief that if you can just explain your reality clearly enough, the other person will accept it and the conflict will end. You think, if they just knew my intent, they wouldn't be mad. But this assumes that their anger is based on a misunderstanding of facts. It is not. Often their anger is a strategic tool used to dominate you, or it is a projection of their own misery. By treating their aggression as a logical puzzle that can be solved with facts, you are engaging in a delusion. You are bringing a spreadsheet to a knife fight. You must realize that in the realm of power, truth is secondary to leverage. When you defend yourself, you surrender leverage. You are doing the heavy lifting, you are expending energy. The other person just has to sit back, cross their arms, and shake their head. They are in the energy-conserving position. You are in the energy-expending position. This is why you feel so exhausted after these interactions. You have poured your soul out to someone who is using a thimble to catch it. You are trying to fill a black hole with apologies and clarifications. It will never be enough, because the dynamic isn't designed to be resolved. It is designed to be maintained. They need you to remain the defendant so they can remain the judge. To escape this, you must kill the part of you that craves the not guilty verdict. You must accept that some people will see you as the villain, and you must be okay with that. You must be willing to be misunderstood. This is the price of sovereignty. The sovereign mind knows its own reasons. It does not need to file a report with the outside world. When you stop seeing other people as judges, their accusations stop sounding like sentences. They start sounding like opinions. And opinions are cheap. Opinions are noise. When you strip away the projection of authority, you see the attacker for what they really are. Just a person, standing in a room, making noise with their mouth. They have no gavel. They have no handcuffs. They have no power over you, unless you give it to them. But how do you break the habit? How do you override a biological program that has been running since childhood? You cannot just decide to be confident. You need a behavioral intervention. You need a weapon that cuts the circuit of the explanation reflex before it can fire. If the courtroom is a hallucination, you shatter it by refusing to play your role. You shatter it by refusing to testify. When the judge calls your name and demands an answer, you do not walk to the stand. You do not swear on the Bible. You do not open your mouth to plead your case. You do something far more terrifying. You introduce them to the void. So what happens when you don't jump? What happens when the subpoena arrives and you simply let it drop to the floor? Let's walk through the mechanics of the dagger turn. This is where philosophy becomes action. Imagine the scenario. The attack lands. It could be a colleague sneering, "Did you really think that presentation was good?" It could be a partner shouting, "You're being incredibly selfish right now." The old you, the validating self, would immediately rush to the defense. "Yes, I did think it was good because XYZ," or "I'm not being selfish. I just did the dishes and walked the dog." Now imagine the Machiavellian approach. The accusation hits. You're being incredibly selfish. You do not speak. You do not sigh. You do not look away. You lock eyes with them. You keep your face completely neutral, a mask of bored, calm curiosity. And you wait. You let the silence hang in the air for 3, 4, 5 seconds. Do you know what happens in that silence? It creates a psychological vacuum. The human brain is terrified of silence during a conflict. In the social contract, silence signals a rupture. It signals that the rhythm of attack-defense has been broken. When you defend yourself, you are returning the ball. You are keeping the game going. When you stay silent, you catch the ball and put it in your pocket. The game stops, and the other person is left standing there, arm extended, looking foolish. This is not passivity. This is the void. By refusing to provide the resistance of a defense, you cause their attack to pass right through you and unbalance them. You are mirroring their energy back at them. In that 3-second pause, the attacker's brain goes into panic mode. They start to wonder, did they hear me? Are they angry? Do they think I'm stupid? Why aren't they reacting? They expected a fight, and you gave them nothing. Now they are forced to sit in the tension they created. Usually they will start to crumble. They will speak again to fill the void. This is the moment the power flips. They will say, I mean, not selfish all the time, just in this instance. Or, why are you looking at me like that? Or, are you listening? Do you see what just happened? They are now explaining themselves to you. They are defending their own aggression. You haven't said a single word, and yet you have forced them into the role of the defendant. You have become the judge simply by withholding your testimony. Machiavelli knew that the most powerful person in the room is the one who cannot be read. If you defend yourself, you reveal your map. You reveal exactly what hurts you. You reveal your buttons. If you scream, I am not stupid, you have just told the world that your deepest insecurity is your intelligence. If you shout, I am a good person, you have revealed that your insecurity is your moral standing. You are handing them the blueprints to your psyche. Silence reveals nothing. It is a dark mirror. When they look into your silence, they do not see you. They see their own aggression reflected back at them, and it makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel judged. It is the ultimate nonviolent weapon. It requires immense internal control because inside, your ego will be screaming. The dog in your chest will be barking, begging to be let off the leash to bite back. You must leash that dog. You must realize that the clever comeback you want to say is actually weak. The silence is strong. This is the practical application of our velvet line. Your silence is a fortress. When you stay behind the walls, you are safe. You are observing them from the ramparts. You can see their anger, their confusion, their desperation to get a reaction out of you. And you are untouched. You are demonstrating amused mastery. You are looking at them not as a threat, but as a scientific specimen. Interesting, you think. They seem very upset. I wonder why. This detachment is not coldness. It is sovereignty. It is the realization that their emotional storm is happening in their weather system, not yours. However, we do not live in a monastery. You cannot remain silent forever. There are boardrooms, dinner tables, and social gatherings where total silence would be seen as bizarre or socially inept. Sometimes the situation requires words, but it never ever requires defensive words. If you must speak, you never push back against the force. You pull it, you use the aikido of conversation. You do not block the punch, you guide it into empty space. When silence is not enough, you need a verbal strategy that is just as impenetrable as the void. You need to learn how to agree with the enemy in a way that makes them wish they had never attacked you. There are moments, however, where silence is not an option. In the boardroom during a negotiation, or in the middle of a crowded social event, total silence can sometimes be misread as submission or social ineptitude. If the pressure is high and the eyes of the room are upon you, you must speak, but you must never defend. This brings us to the second layer of the sovereign strategy, the art of tactical agreement. This is based on a principle of physics that applies directly to social dynamics. When a force meets an object, a collision occurs only if the object offers resistance. If you punch a brick wall, your hand breaks. If you punch a cloud of smoke, your hand passes through and you lose your balance. Your goal is to become the smoke. You must learn to use the momentum of the attack against the attacker, pulling them forward until they stumble over their own aggression. This is the psychological equivalent of quicksand. The harder they fight to pin you down, the faster they sink. The most abrasive form of this is a technique often called agree and amplify. But we will strip away the pickup artist connotations and look at it as a weapon of status. When someone insults you with a subjective label, arrogant, boring, intense, controlling, they are trying to trap you in a box. They are trying to define your reality. The defensive person fights the box. They say, I am not controlling. I just want things done right. This validates the box. It proves that the label hurts. The Machiavellian player steps into the box, decorates it, and makes it look ridiculous. You take their accusation, you agree with it, and then you exaggerate it to the point of absurdity. Imagine a colleague sneers, "You are such a canarole freak." A defensive response hands them the power. Instead, you look them in the eye, face completely deadpan, and say, "You have no idea. I actually reorganized my bookshelf by color and weight last night. It was thrilling. You should try it. You do not smile. You do not laugh. You deliver it with the dry precision of a news anchor. What have you done here? You have refused to be insulted. You have signaled that you are so comfortable with who you are that their label means nothing to you. You have turned their lethal attack into a joke. But, and this is critical, you are not the clown. You are the audience, laughing at the absurdity of their attempt to hurt you. You have established that you are the one framing reality, not them. This strips the attacker of their weapon. They wanted to draw blood. Instead, you took their knife and used it to peel an apple. But not all attacks are subjective labels. Some are specific, factual accusations about your performance or your behavior. You forgot to send the email, or you were late, or you messed up the data. In these moments, agree and amplify is too flippant. You need a denser shield. You need the fogging technique. Fogging is the art of agreeing with the truth in their statement without accepting the shame they are trying to attach to it. It is the ability to separate your actions from your identity. When you defend yourself, you are usually trying to protect your ego from the implication that you are bad or incompetent. You fight the facts because you cannot handle the shame. The sovereign approach is to accept the facts instantly and ignore the shame entirely. The attacker says, "You really dropped the ball on this project. This is a mess." The defensive instinct screams to blame the software, the timeline, or the team. The sovereign says calmly, "You're right. There are errors in the final output. I missed them." And then you stop. You do not add "because I was tired." You do not add "I'm so sorry, I'm an idiot." You simply agree with the truth. The ball was dropped. This is devastating to an aggressor. They are pushing against a door, expecting it to be locked and bolted. They have built up a head of steam to batter it down. When you simply open the door and say, "Yes, come in," they fall on their face. You have stolen their momentum. They wanted a fight about your competence. You gave them a boring agreement about a specific fact. There is no friction. There is no drama. You have acknowledged the mistake, which signals immense confidence. Only a person who is deeply secure in their overall competence can admit to a specific failure so easily. Insecure people fight to the death to prove they didn't make a mistake. Secure people say, "Oops, my bad," and move on. By agreeing with the truth, you act like a fog bank. You absorb the rock they threw and it disappears. They cannot argue with you because you have already agreed. "You're late." "I am late." "You're being difficult." "I am being difficult today." Where does the argument go from there? It has nowhere to go. You have killed the conflict by removing the resistance. You are telling them, "Your opinion of my behavior is your problem, not mine. I own my actions, but I do not own your reaction to them." This requires a fundamental shift in how you view yourself. You must become anti-fragile. A fragile ego breaks when hit. A robust ego resists. An anti-fragile ego feeds on the attack. When you use these techniques, agreement, amplification, fogging, you are essentially saying that you are whole. You do not need their validation to know who you are. A person who knows they are generous laughs when called stingy. A person who knows they are intelligent is bored when called stupid. If you are defending, it is because deep down, a part of you fears they might be right. That is the shadow you must integrate. Once you master the art of agreeing without submitting, you create a strange phenomenon. You become sticky. People try to pin you down, but nothing sticks. Insults slide off. Accusations dissolve. You become a moving target that cannot be hit. And this forces the attacker to change their strategy. Since they cannot trigger you and they cannot shame you, they stop attacking. They start seeking your approval instead. They want to know what it takes to impress someone who is so visibly unimpressed by their power games. You have moved from the defensive to the offensive without ever raising your voice. You have preserved your energy while they have exhausted theirs. But there is one final piece to this puzzle. We have talked about silence, and we have talked about agreement. These are shields. Now we must talk about the sword. How do you handle the person who keeps pushing? How do you handle the interrogation that seeks to extract information you do not wish to give? You must learn that a question is not a legal summons. It is merely an offer you can reject, redirect, or return to sender. We have built the walls of the fortress with silence. We have greased the ramparts with agreement so that attacks slide off. Now we must secure the gate. We must control the flow of information. Every conversation has a hidden architecture, a meta-structure of power. In any interrogation, there is a judge and a defendant. The judge asks the questions. Where were you? Why did you do that? Who do you think you are? The defendant answers. The dynamic is clear. Whoever is asking the questions holds the power. Whoever is answering is losing status. The most lethal Machiavellian trick is to simply refuse the role of defendant and seize the role of judge. You do this by realizing that a question is not a subpoena. It is an offer, and like any offer, you can reject it. Most people believe that when they are asked a direct question, social etiquette demands a direct answer. If someone asks, "Why did you make that decision?" you feel legally bound to explain your logic. You don't. You have the right to audit the question before you honor it. You have the right to return it to the sender. This is the subpoena rejection. It is the art of answering the intent of the question, not the content. Imagine the scenario. A colleague, sensing blood, asks publicly, "Why is your department always over budget?" The defensive defendant mind scrambles for the spreadsheet. "Well, Q3 was expensive because of the software migration and..." You have lost. You are now justifying your existence. The sovereign mind pauses, looks at the attacker, and analyzes the intent. The intent is to embarrass you. So, you address the intent. You ask, "I'm curious. Why is my budget the only one you seem to be auditing today? Is there a concern you're not saying directly?" Boom. Do you see the shift? Suddenly, we are not talking about the numbers. We are talking about their focus. We are talking about their hidden agenda. You have shown the spotlight back onto them. You have answered a question with a question. This is the return to sender technique. It forces the other person to explain their behavior. Now they are the ones scrambling. "No, I was just asking." They are on the back foot. You have taken the subpoena they served you, ripped it up, and handed them a court summons of your own. This applies everywhere. A partner asks in a heated moment, "Why are you being so difficult?" Do not answer the content. Do not list the reasons why you are not difficult. Pivot to the intent. It's interesting that when I set a boundary, you perceive it as being difficult. Why is that? You are psychoanalyzing them in real time. This is infuriating to a manipulator because it denies them the emotional reaction they are fishing for. Instead of getting a fight, they get a therapy session. You are walking around them, observing them like a specimen in a jar. "You seem very invested in proving I'm wrong. Does saying that make you feel more in control?" These phrases are verbal force fields. They acknowledge the sound coming out of the other person's mouth, but they do not accept the premise. You are saying, "This is your emotional baggage, not mine. Keep it." It is a refusal to carry their weight. When you defend yourself, you are trying to fix their feelings. You are trying to make them feel better about you. Stop it. Let them carry their own disappointment. Let them carry their own confusion. This creates a state of information asymmetry. In any game of strategy, poker, war, business, the person with the most information wins. When you are the one asking the questions, you are gathering intelligence. When you are the one answering, you are leaking intelligence. By refusing to explain, you keep your cards close to your chest. You become a black box. People project all sorts of power and competence onto a black box because they cannot see inside. They assume you have a plan. They assume you know something they don't. If you constantly explain your reasoning, you become predictable. You become boring. You rob yourself of mystery. A leader who explains every decision is seen as unsure. A leader who gives a command and walks away is seen as decisive. "Because I said so" is the most hated phrase in childhood, but it is the most powerful phrase in adulthood. If you have the courage to embody it without saying the words, your action is the explanation, your result is the justification. When you stop treating questions as commands, you start hearing the desperation in them. You realize that people ask you why, because they are uncomfortable with your autonomy. They want you to bring your actions down to their level so they can understand them, judge them, and feel safe again. By denying them that explanation, you are forcing them to level up or step aside. You are maintaining the hierarchy of the sovereign. This is not about being evasive or shady. It is about privacy. It is about the realization that your internal world is VIP access only, and most people are standing in general admission. They haven't bought the ticket. They haven't earned the right to know your why. So don't give it to them for free. Guard your intent. Guard your reasons. Let them guess. Let them wonder. By now you have the silence. You have the agreement. You have the pivot. You have a full arsenal of non-defensive weapons. But a weapon is useless if the hand holding it is shaking. All of these tactics will fail if they are just lines you memorized. To make this permanent, to make it your nature rather than just a mask you wear, we must alter the way you view your place in the world. We must move from the tactics of the game to the state of the player. We must build the sovereign state. None of this works if it is just a costume. If you are using these lines, the silence, the agreement, the pivot, but your voice is shaking, your eyes are darting around the room, or your energy is screaming, "Please like me," you will fail. Dark psychology is 20% words and 80% nonverbal frame. You have to build the internal architecture to support the silence, or the weight of it will crush you. This brings us back to the shadow, the place where the work actually happens. Why does it hurt when they attack you? Why do you feel the burning need to defend? It is because they are touching a wound that is already there. If I walked up to you and accused you of being a green-skinned alien from Mars, you wouldn't get defensive. You wouldn't feel the need to explain your DNA or show me your birth certificate. You would laugh. You would think I was insane. You wouldn't defend yourself because you have zero insecurity about being a human. But if I tell you that you are a failure, or that you are selfish, or that you are too much, and you react, it is because a part of you suspects I might be right. The defense is not for me. It is for you. You are trying to convince yourself that the accusation is false. The ultimate defense is not a verbal technique. It is self-knowledge. It is looking into your own darkness, owning your own flaws, and accepting your own shadow. When you know you are capable of selfishness and someone calls you selfish, you can look them in the eye and say, "Sometimes yes." When you know you are capable of cruelty and someone calls you cruel, you say, "I can be," when necessary. You cannot shame a man who has already accepted himself. You cannot expose a woman who has nothing left to hide. This is what it means to be untouchable. It means you have integrated the parts of yourself that others try to use against you. You become transparent. The light passes through. The arrows pass through. You are no longer a fortress that needs defending. You are the wind. When you reach this state, the dynamic of your life shifts permanently. You move from a state of abundance to a state of scarcity regarding your presence. Most people give themselves away for free. They flood the market with their words, their reasons, their apologies. They cause inflation on their own value. But you become scarce. You do not offer your interior world to just anyone. You do not hand out the key to your house. And because you explain less, your words weigh more. When you finally do speak, people listen. They lean in. They know that you do not speak to fill the silence. You speak to change the reality. This is the aura of the sovereign. It is the energy of the CEO who whispers and the room goes quiet. It is the energy of the partner who does not nag, but whose disapproval is felt like a drop in temperature. You are reclaiming your energy. Think of how much vitality you have wasted over the years trying to manage other people's perceptions of you. Think of the hours spent replaying arguments in the shower, thinking of what you should have said to prove you were right. That energy is now yours. You are plugging the leaks in your soul. You are stepping out of the role of the child who needs permission and into the role of the adult who grants it. So here is the challenge. For the next 7 days, you are going to play a game. The game is called No Defense. No matter what happens, no matter how small the accusation, you are forbidden from explaining yourself. You are forbidden from using the word because. If you are late, you say, "I'm late." You do not blame the traffic. If you spill the coffee, you say, "I spilled the coffee." You do not blame the cup. If someone misunderstands you, let them misunderstand you. This will be painful. You will feel a physical burn in your chest. You will feel the urge to fix it, to manage their perception, to be the good guy. Let that urge burn. Sit in the fire of that discomfort and do not move. Watch what happens to the people around you. Watch how they react when you stop playing the game. You will see confusion, then frustration, and finally, a strange kind of respect. They will realize that the old buttons don't work anymore. They will realize that you have left the courtroom. The world will try to pull you back. It loves a reaction. It loves a victim. Do not give it one. Keep your mystery. Keep your power. Remember the line, your silence is a fortress. Your explanation is the key you hand to the enemy. Throw the key away. If this philosophy resonates with the darker, deeper part of your mind, the part that is tired of performing for others, then you know what to do. Subscribe. But not because I asked you to. Subscribe because you are done being a prey animal in a world of predators.